What's up guys, it's CM Boom back with another video. Xdefiant might finally be close to launching and the wait will finally be over. If you have been following the channel, you know that Xdefiant is a frequently mentioned topic, especially during our streams over on Twitch. If you are new to the channel or just hearing about this game for the first time, I'm going to give you some insight on exactly what is Xdefiant. Xdefiant is going to be a free-to-play arcade-style shooter focused on competitive play, developed and published by Ubisoft, with executive producer Mark Rubin heading up the project. Mark Rubin is a former Call of Duty dev that had a part in Call of Duty Ghosts development. The game, again, will be free to play on PC, Xbox Series X, and PS5. There are currently no plans for last-gen support at launch, but post-launch, the team has said that they are going to look into last-gen support. The game itself will be launching with classic features that have been staples for arcade shooters over the last decade, such as a classic functioning minimap, create a class system, ranked play, and perhaps the biggest one of all, no skill-based matchmaking at launch. Content at launch will feature 14 maps, 5 game modes, 5 factions, and 24 weapons that will include 44 attachments. Additionally, Xdefiant already has a Year 1 roadmap planned out. There will be 4 seasons in Year 1, each lasting about 3 months. Each season will see a new faction brought to the game, as well as 3 new maps per season, 3 new weapons per season, and a 90-tier battle pass per season. With those new maps and weapons, the plan during the seasons will be to release 1 weapon and 1 map each month, which will guarantee new content for each month for a year. There will also be new modes introduced, updates to rank play, and extra comfort features added throughout the year. So, now that we have recapped what we already know about the game, it's time to talk about the news that was shared over the past couple of weeks. If you didn't know, Xdefiant was supposed to launch at the end of summer in 2023. The footage you're seeing is from the beta back in June of last year. Unfortunately, the game ended up having to be delayed as it needed some adjustments before being ready to ship. The major one was that the netcode needed some work to ensure a better experience. However, with the new year brought some good news. On January 5th, Mark Rubin, who has been very transparent on Twitter, even answering community questions, tweeted the following. Happy New Year, everyone. Hope everyone had a good holiday. The team is getting back into the office this week, and we are ready for a great year. We will have some more specific news in the next couple of weeks as we get ready for launch. But the quick update on our progress is 1. We have addressed the weird issues that were affecting netcode, and we will continue to improve and test our netcode before and after launch. And 2, we've implemented the new party system and are now just putting it through the rigorous testing and bug fixing as we get ready for launch. I also want to give a shout out to those team members who worked through the holidays. Much of our team is working on future content, but many of those that are working on getting the game ready to ship did put in some hours over the holidays, and I want to recognize their dedication. We try very hard to not be a crunch studio as we care about our people and their families. The whole team is very dedicated to Xdefiant and are super excited to launch this game. Mark Rubin then tweeted again on the 26th to provide more info about what the team is working on. Hello all, quick update. We're doing some private tests to verify that all the work we did in the last few months. So far, things are going well, and we are as eager to go live as you. As the team is hard at work to get us live, we want to thank everyone who has supported us through this development. But perhaps the biggest news of all came just over a week ago when in a Ubisoft report that detailed their title release schedule for the 4th quarter of January to March of 2024, Xdefiant Season 0 is listed among the titles set to be released. We know that when the game launches, there's going to be a 6-week preseason before the launch of Season 1. Season 0 is most likely what that is referencing to. There have even been a few people in the past few days that have found that they can purchase the in-game currency for Xdefiant in the Xbox store. So, what does this mean as far as a release date? Well, if the report is correct, then that would mean that Xdefiant has passed its submission for approval and is deemed to be ready for launch. With this in mind, and the time frame that is specified by the report, we could theoretically see the game launch anytime before March 31st of 2024. I know that personally, this excites me. I had the chance to play the closed beta back in June, and it was the most fun I've had with an arcade shooter in a long time. The game felt unique enough to be its own product while also paying homage to the classic style of arcade shooters from what would be considered the golden era of Call of Duty. Games like Black Ops 2 and the original MW3 and so on. With the mention of Call of Duty, that is what this game is going to be directly compared to. A lot of people online are hoping that this game will be the so-called COD killer. My personal opinion is that this game will be to Call of Duty what Valorant is to CSGO. Not so much to kill its competitor, but to offer an alternative. We know that Xdefiant is going to be putting a major focus on competitive play, something that Call of Duty hasn't exactly done over the past few years. I personally believe that this game will fill the need that the competitive community has wanted in an arcade shooter. But let me know what your guys' thoughts are. Are you excited for Xdefiant? Are you going to be playing it day one when it launches? Let me know in the comments below, and I will catch you guys in the next one.